Welcome to my channel Tech Set Go. Meta is coming back to the smartwatch game, and this time they're doing it differently. After their first attempt failed back in 2022, many thought Meta would abandon the idea for good. But now, all signs point to a full return. And from what we're hearing, it's not just a return, it's a reinvention. Their earlier project, known as Project Milan, had a lot of promise. But one strange design choice killed it. Meta placed a camera on the bottom of the watch. This interfered with another experimental feature that was supposed to read nerve signals from your wrist. Yes, Meta was trying something bold, but that boldness made the product confusing and, in the end, unusable. So, the project was shelved fast. Forward to now, Meta seems to have learned from their past mistakes. They're teaming up with a Chinese manufacturer called One, who is said to be their main partner this time around. It looks like the design has been tweaked and the hardware upgraded. The big reveal could happen as soon as September during Meta's Connect event. All of this sounds like a company that's serious about getting it right this time. And with the leaks we've seen so far, there's a lot to talk about. One of the first big changes, the operating system. Instead of going with WOS, Meta is reportedly using Android for this new watch. That opens up a lot more flexibility and compatibility. The processor inside will likely be a Qualcomm chip, making sure it runs fast and smooth. But what really sets this smartwatch apart are the cameras. Yes, cameras plural. Watch is expected to come with not one but two cameras. This is unusual for a wearable, but it might be the key to Meta's plan. The first camera is said to be 5 megapixels and front-facing. That means users could take video calls directly from their wrists. Imagine FaceTime but without holding a phone. It's a small touch that makes a big difference, especially if Meta wants to lean into its ecosystem of communication apps. The second camera is even more unique. It's said to be a 10 or 12 megapixel camera located on the back of the watch face. But here's the twist. It only works when the watch face is detached from the band. This turns the device into a kind of hybrid between a smartwatch and a compact action cam. Users could pop it off and take photos on the go. It's like a mini GoPro built into a wearable. These two cameras open up some interesting possibilities for content creation. Meta already has platforms like Instagram and Facebook that rely heavily on video and photo sharing. Giving users a new way to create that content might help Meta stand out in a crowded smartwatch market. If the cameras perform well and the detaching mechanism is simple and strong, this could be a real gamicker. But Meta isn't stopping with just cameras. The smartwatch is shaping up to be a complete all-in-one device. Leaks suggest it will have built-in GPS, Wi-Fi, and ESM support. That means you can use it for navigation, calls, and internet browsing, even without your phone nearby. There's also support for Meta's key apps, including WhatsApp and even Instagram stories. That makes it a social smartwatch, built with Meta's software in mind. Of course, no modern smartwatch is complete without health tracking. Meta's watch will reportedly come with heart rate monitoring, step counting, and exercise tracking. All the usual features you'd expect. Battery life is said to be around 18 hours. That's decent, especially considering the extra power the cameras and cellular features might use. It's not the best battery life out there, but it's enough for a full day. What's also interesting is how Meta plans to connect this smartwatch to its other hardware. The company already has products like the Ray-Ban smart glasses. There is talk that the watch will sync with those glasses and possibly other Meta hardware in the future. They're building an ecosystem, one where your watch, glasses, and maybe even your AR devices work together. And let's not forget the AI factor. Meta has been pushing AI into many of its products. There's a chance this watch could come with voice control, smart suggestions, and even some of Meta's new generative suite. Even some of Meta's new generative SAI tools that might include auto-replies, voice assistants, or AI-enhanced health insights. If true, that would put it on another level compared to most other smartwatches. All of this will reportedly come at a price of $349. That puts Meta S Watch in direct competition with the Apple Watch and Samsung S Galaxy Watch lineup. It's a smart move. It places Meta in the same premium space as the top brands, but with a unique twist. Those dual cameras and tight app integration. Of course, this is all based on leaks, and nothing is official yet. But if the rumors are true, Meta is preparing to enter the smartwatch world with a serious bang. They've taken time to rethink, redesign, and rebuild. What they're building is not just a smile latch. It's a connected hub for communication, content creation, health, and possibly even augmented reality. In a world where smartwatches have become a bit predictable, Meta's new device might be just the shakeup the industry needs. Section 2. A deeper dive into features, strategy, and competitive threats. Let's now explore the broader vision behind Meta's smartwatch strategy. While the dual camera setup and app integration are clearly standout features, they're part of a much larger goal. Meta isn't just making a wearable, they're setting the foundation for what might be a full suite of interconnected personal tech, one that serves as your gateway to Meta's entire digital world. And that's where things start to get interesting. Meta's smartwatch is designed to do more than compete with the Apple Watch. It's meant to integrate with everything else Meta is working on. Take the Ray-Ban smart glasses, for example. They already feature built-in cameras and audio, allowing users to capture and share moments hands-free. If Meta Smartwatch can sync directly with those glasses, users would be able to manage media, respond to messages, or even control music across devices. The watch becomes the central hub, while the glasses act as the input and display extensions. That's a unique experience that no other tech company is offering right now. But it doesn't stop there. Meta is also focused heavily on its Metaverse strategy. Even though the hype around the term has died down, Meta has not abandoned its vision. In fact, they've simply shifted the focus toward more practical steps, with a smartwatch that has video and audio capture, health tracking, and wireless connectivity. Meta is quietly building the backbone of its own real world, Metaverse, where digital content and real-world interactions blend seamlessly. You're not just in a VR headset chore, wearing connected tech throughout your day. It's passively capturing, interacting, and sharing. This also changes the way people might use Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. With the smartwatch offering quick access to all these apps plus video and photo capture, people can stay online and create content in ways they've never done before. Imagine replying to a WhatsApp video call from your wrist, then taking a short video clip with a detachable watch face and instantly sharing it to Instagram, all without touching your phone. That's the kind of experience Meta wants to create. The addition of AI could be the final piece. Meta's work on generative AI, especially its language models and smart assistants, will likely find a place in this watch. Think voice-controlled smart replies that are generated in real time, or summaries of your health data, using AI-powered insights, or even AI camera features that can enhance your images on the fly. These are the tools that transform the watch from a gadget into a true digital assistant. In terms of hardware design, the detachable display is bold. It's different from anything else on the market. Apple hasn't done it, Samsung hasn't done it, and while it's risky, it could be the feature that gets people curious. The key will be execution. It must be easy to detach and reattach. The mechanism needs to feel sturdy, not flimsy. And the image quality of that second camera must rival standalone devices. If Meta can deliver on that, they've got a winner. And then there's the price. $349 isn't cheap, but it's also not outrageous. It puts the watch directly in the premium category, but without crossing into ultra-luxury territory. If the features live up to expectations, people will be willing to pay that price, especially if the ecosystem delivers. But make no mistake, Meta is stepping into a battlefield. The Apple Watch dominates the space. Samsung is not far behind, and smaller players like Garmin, Fitbit, and even Huawei all have loyal followings. Meta's challenge will be to show why its approach is different and better. The company's history with data privacy, ads, and trust could be a hurdle. But if the product is good enough and the experience smooth enough, consumers may give it a chance. Ultimately, Meta Smartwatch is about more than features. It's about strategy. It's about creating a lifestyle, one where Meta is not just a platform you scroll through, but a tool you wear. If the rumors are true, and if Meta executes well, this new smartwatch could be the start of a much bigger shift in how we use and think about personal tech. More updates coming soon. Stay tuned.